days, I may be the queen of TMI, but I wasn't always so comfortable talking about sex, let alone asking for what I wanted in bed. In the last few years, I've become a lot more open-minded and in the process have learned which kinky activities get me off, but asking for them, sometimes I still get tongue-tied, and I know I'm not alone. Lots of guys have told me they'd like for their female partners to give them a little more direction in bed, while I know some women who have confessed to being shy about giving it. So how can guys encourage their female partners to be vocal about their wants and desires in a way that's not pressuring? Let's start with a few basic, often wanted but not always requested sexy time activities. Number 1, she wants you to eat her out more often. Our culture has a weird relationship with the vagina, and women have been exposed to lots of whack messages about how our vaginas are hairy and ugly and how they taste and smell gross, blah, blah, blah. A woman who really, really loves getting oral sex might be too afraid to actually ask you to do it because she's afraid you've internalized those same messages. I love it when a guy goes down on me, but I definitely have been deterred from asking for it, or at least distracted from enjoying it, because I'm worried that the dude would rather be doing anything but. So here are some tips. On a previous episode, I stressed the importance of doling out praise in the sack, and never is that more necessary than when you're asking if you can chow down. Say it with me now, people. Compliment her vagina. But on top of that, make it clear that going down is something you want and love to do. Your pussy tastes so good, I love licking it. For example, start slow, and if she's responsive, go to town. Also, be enthusiastic. Look, I suck dick like I'm enjoying the world's last Talenti salted caramel ice cream bar, and any dude who actually cares about giving good oral will do the same. 2, she wants to be spanked. A little light spanking is a good way to play with dominant and submissive roles in the bedroom, but asking for it sometimes makes me feel sort of silly. I'm not 5, and I don't want to be treated like I'm 5, but that tingly feeling of palm against flesh, ooh, hurts so good. Sometimes the vibe is just right, and I find myself having no problem saying, slap my ass. But again, part of the appeal for me at least is in being dominated, so it's really cool when a guy actually instigates. So here are some tips. If this is the first time you're treading into spanking territory, start scouting early. While you're making out, touch her butt a lot. Squeeze it, rub it, show her you think her butt is like the most to die for thing ever. If she's into it, whisper in her ear, can I give you a little spank? If she says yes, do it once softly, then ask again, did you like that? If she says yes, or even if she's kind of ambivalent, ask if you can do it a few more times just to try. If she's giving you the green light that she's into what you're doing, follow the same steps the next time you're having sex, ideally when she's on top and you can make some eye contact. All good? Great. If you've gotten into the groove and she's made it clear that she's down for more, you could encourage her to ask for it by saying how much it would turn you on. Tease her. Tell me what you want, baby. It turns me on to hear you say it. Oh my God, is it getting warm in here? 3, she wants to be dominated. Here's the thing. Domination includes a lot of things, some of which may be of interest and some of which may not. So you can never just assume that, say, because she likes having her ass smacked during sex, that means she wants to be paddled on all fours with like a gag in her mouth or something. Plus, what may be titillating as an idea, like say being tied up and blindfolded, for example, may not be as enjoyable in actuality, which is why trust and communication is essential for both of you to feel comfortable. Case in point, I used to hook up with this guy who liked to spank my ass while we were doing it. I was into that, so it was cool. Until one day, he just went from 0 to 60 and straight up smacked me in the face mid-thrust. And that was the end of that. So here are some tips. Start simple, really simple. Would you like it if I blindfolded you the next time I go down on you? If she likes that, next time ask her if you can tie her wrists to the bedpost. And if she thinks that was awesome, keep trying other stuff, checking in with her verbally, of course, but also by paying attention to her body language and her vocal responses. Also, it's a really good idea to create a safe word, something she can say when she wants you to stop immediately. I would suggest something along the lines that makes it really clear about her intentions, like please stop now, or red, like for stop. Or a word or phrase that's impossible to misinterpret as like a sexual thumbs up. For example, the Portlandia approved cacao! And now it's time for me to say cacao! Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back next week for another episode of Amelia Compares Penises to Expensive Frozen Desserts. I mean, Funny Girl Sex Guide.